started this journey, I didn't know that it was going to cost me a lot financially, mentally, emotionally, even maritally. PhD is not a walk in the park. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one single step. My name is Gini Kachuku. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. In case you're just seeing my face for the first time, you are welcome. Thank you to my returning subscribers. Thank you so much to those of you that have watched my video on my mom's surprise diamond jubilee birthday. Thank you for the massive love, for the massive show of support. I appreciate every single comment that I got to read. It really warmed up my mom's heart. Into this video, guess what? It is my convocation, yeah! PhD in chemistry is just about to be in the bag. I defended my PhD October 26, 2022, and today is October 23, 2023, and I am super grateful to God. PhD is not a walk in the park, and that is the more reason why I'm excited to have come this far. Yesterday, October 22, made exactly 13 years that I backed my first degree, bachelor's in chemistry, from the prestigious Better by Far institution, University of Ilorin, and 13 years after, here I am, going back to that same auditorium to go and sing Ilorin, Ilorin, da 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 da. If you know our song, please sing the lyrics for me in the comment section. The purpose of today's video is to motivate somebody, even if it's just one person that is in this same process. It doesn't have to be PhD. You might have something you're currently struggling with. Here is a backstory. So I started my PhD precisely in 2016. Clueless. I was motivated by my mom to start my PhD because she's my number one role model. So I started clueless, not knowing what I was going to do. But thankfully, I developed interest in bioinorganic chemistry from my master's, and when I was about choosing a PhD supervisor, I chose a professor, an erudite scholar that knows his onions in bioinorganic chemistry. When I started this journey, I didn't know that it was going to cost me a lot financially, mentally, emotionally, even maritally, because for 6 good years I was on this journey. My husband and I were both living apart. I have had my own fair share of breaks in this journey. The first year was actually the most challenging. The only thing I achieved was writing my protocol. You have to write a protocol stating what you intend to do or carry out in this your research. And for those of you that have done PhD in the University of Ilorin, it might be different from other institutions. After that, when I discovered the huge amount of money involved in the PhD, coupled with the money I had already spent in purchasing chemicals for my research, and I began to look for fellowship. In this journey, I have been pregnant 2 times. I'm being pregnant 2 times because pregnancy is not friendly with me, and I've always taken breaks from the entire pregnancy journey. You will not see me again in the lab. After delivering my baby, I take at least 1 month to nurse them before starting my lab work. I have had breaks that has been caused by our government strike 2 consecutive times, the ASUU strike. In 2020, there was a major ASUU strike that lasted for 8 months, and I had to take a compulsory break. In 2021, I submitted my thesis, September to be precise, hoping that I was going to the course to come and defend in 2021, but that didn't happen. February of 2022, there was another major strike that lingered for months. Thankfully, it was called off in October of that 2022, and immediately my supervisor, he did everything within his power to ensure that that I defended. And to the glory of God, the journey that started with little baby steps came to an end. What have I learned from this PhD journey? To be honest, it's not about me bragging about faith or whatever. The journey brought me closer to God. It improved my prayer life. Imagine when you want to read a research paper, you are trying to get idea from that paper, and you are begging the Holy Spirit, take over, open my eyes, help me to see what I should see. Because you will agree with me that PhD work has to be novel for it to the PhD. So when you want to bring up something novel and you want to read, it is only Holy Spirit, it is only God that can inspire you. It has taught me boldness, as in, you know when they say, and this utterance shall come upon you when the Spirit of the Lord comes upon you. That utterance and boldness I also received when I defended my PhD. It has taught me problem-solving skill, resilience, hard work, as in I can take up challenge. I can take up any challenge, and part of which is starting a YouTube channel. All these have been motivated by my PhD journey. And there are people who have been instrumental, who have been supportive, because the PhD journey has been emotionally and mentally draining. It's not as easy as I am sounding, hey. And that was why when people were asking me in the course of my journey, what are you still doing? Haven't you finished? That question used to spark me. It makes me angry in a way that I cannot explain now, because I'll be like, do you know what I'm going through? Do you know the sleepless night? Do you know the countless times that I have done something in the lab expecting the result to turn out this way, and it doesn't give what it should give? This is not the case of they say every mistake in art is a design. It doesn't happen. It doesn't work like that in chemistry. You have to have product results that are either positive. If you can defend your negative result, of course, why not go ahead? I really appreciate the people God placed in my life strategically. My parents, parents like no other. My number one supporters. It is God that will bless you. Then you see my husband. You people should be helping me thank that man in the comment section for his patience, endurance, and go. My children don't come for the times that I will say, go and play with your grandparents. I don't have your time. And they were so understanding. My siblings, words cannot express how I feel. My supervisor, my PhD supervisor, oh my God, God will bless you. All my lab colleagues, all people that I met, trans PhD, I already talked about my trans fellowship, because that fellowship was like the major breakthrough I needed to complete this journey. This is just to motivate, encourage you, especially those of you doing a PhD. I understand. I feel your pain. I feel what you're going through. Hang on in there. If I can finish it, chemical, like what do I mean in chemistry? I'm just trying to testify to you that indeed God is faithful. Remember, something completed is better off than something started. God that has put this in your hand, God that has committed a PhD dream in your hand and you have started, He will surely ensure that He perfects and brings it to completion in your life. I don't want to talk too much. It is time to go to the University of Ilorin. The time is already to 6. It is some few minutes before 6 a.m. in the morning, and I'm going to leave now. I hope I'm able to film when I get to the venue. Meanwhile, I had a photo shoot. I was just looking at my bachelor's degree convocation picture now in the parlor, and I remember that we just took the pictures at the convocation ground, and that was it. But nowadays in convocation, you see people already going to the studio to do photo shoot. Me too, I went to do photo shoot because I cannot be left behind. Take a look.
I forgot to mention the break I experienced in my program due to COVID. Well, I sincerely appreciate my undergraduate level advisor for his selfless impact in my academic journey. I am also indebted to my master supervisor as well as the entire staff of the Department of Chemistry and Industrial Chemistry, University of Ilorin. Thank you to all my family members, in-laws, uncles, aunties, friends, well-wishers, and thank you viewers for watching today's video up until now. I will see you in my next video. Cheers.